This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Buzz. Very excited to be speaking with Ryan Hansen about Night Court. How are you,
Yeah,
Ryan?
baby. You. What's up?
I did a little bit of research, and you appeared in an episode of the show Me, Myself, and I, but I don't believe you would have shared any scenes with John Larroquette. Even though I watched it, I don't remember each episode because you were in like the midlife section of it, right?
Yes, I was Ed Begley Jr., but the younger version of that. So then when we shot, the older stuff, then the John and Ed were not in those scenes because we were them. Also, I don't know if my stuff ever aired.
I remember watching. I think that was a great show. I already told John I'm a big fan of it. So, but it's nice to be able to always talk about that show, even if again it didn't air and no one really saw it. It's still
Yeah.
a nice
But
a
how
nice
awesome is
memory.
Bobby Moynihan too? Oh, I love him so much.
Absolutely. So did you have a chance to meet John during that experience, or no, you didn't share any scenes?
Never met him.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was really cool to jump on this show and be like, hey, we kind of worked together on a show, but we never saw each other. Yeah.
And that was it. That was the length of the conversation. Then you moved on to, new stuff.
Quickly moved on. Yes.
So tell me about your impression of him beforehand. What had you seen him in? What did you know about him?
Oh, I know that he's a, comedy legend. I know that he had won a ton of Emmys for Night Court and all this stuff leading into this. And I hadn't seen him in a little bit before Me, Myself, and I, but was always a huge fan. He's just so cool. And like his style of comedy is so unique to him and whatever he does. He's just so like he's a genius at what he does, really. So to be able to jump on this show the imagining of the old show. It's just so cool. It's so rad.
I enjoyed getting to see you, very, very closely mimic the way he moves and the way he talks and everything. Where did you start with that? And was that the final version, the first draft, or just the final version that we saw?
That was kind of just like what we just throughout rehearsals and all that stuff, and kind of getting to work with them. Because in previous episodes, I was mostly working with Melissa and John was kind of in the scenes, but so for these episodes coming out, I get to work with him a ton, which was great and really really fun. And honestly, like even off camera, like him just telling old Hollywood stories and stuff. I mean, they're endless. It's so cool. And I'm just fearful when I'm a lot older, I won't have any cool stories. My stories are going to be of John telling cool stories. Those are my Hollywood stories.
Well, you also get to share scenes with Julia Duffy, who's another legend in her own right. What is that like?
She's amazing. She's my mom. She's the coolest. I love her. She's so funny, so great. Yeah, it's been a blast working with her. And then also, it's been hard because now I have a huge crush on the show, and it's really hard to focus at work. Wendy Malick, I just she's a babe, and I have a little bit of a crush on her. Don't tell her. It's
Well,
hard
it's
to
also
focus.
nice to see you with Melissa, who is really fantastic. What is it like building this pretty sweet-natured relationship?
Oh yeah, dude, Melissa is just one of the most incredible people on the planet. She's so cool, so funny, so quick, so such a pro. And she really makes, everything so comfortable, and we just have a great vibe on set. Like our back and forth is incredible, and I just love getting to work with her. Really, she's wonderful.
How is this show different, the experience of making it from other shows that you've been on in the past?
Well, I don't do that. I haven't done that much multicam. I did Two Broke Girls all those years ago, which I kind of got found my groove doing that. And so jumping back on a multicam, it's just kind of a different beast. It's a little bit more like doing a play, which I didn't do much of. I did some musicals and stuff, but so the live audience thing, I always get super nervous before. And then once you get out there and say your first couple lines, it's like fine, and the audience is there to cheer you on. So it's fine. So in that aspect, not knowing your lines really crazy ahead of time because it changes so much, and even while we're shooting, it'll change, so that's kind of a different thing. I mean, I guess we do alts anyway without a live audience, but it's just kind of it's really fun doing like a live play.
Well, I've seen you before in a much less intelligent but somehow endearing role on Party Down.
Oh,
I
sure.
really do like Kyle. What's happening with season four? Is that still a distant possibility, or are we completely out of luck here?
I don't know. I think more people need to try to find stars. That's maybe part of it. I don't know. I was just with John Enbom, who wrote and produced Party Down, and Martin and Zoe Chow last night. We did like a fun thing, and we were kind of all talking about it. I know we're all super game to do it because we love it so much. It's really the most fun show in the world to do. Um, yeah, so I don't know. Fingers crossed. Maybe another 10 years. I don't know. Jeez.
You can premiere a very heavily edited version on NBC and see if anybody appreciates it without all of the swearing and everything else.
Yeah, right. Maybe there might be a lot of blurred things, but yeah, sure.
Well, I know that show has a huge fan base. Do you find that that or Veronica Mars, follows you more through your career?
That's a good one. Um, those marshmallows are pretty diehard, even though they weren't very happy with the way it kind of ended up. Um, Veronica Mars is still pretty, yeah, they're kind of tied. I mean, because Party Down fans are, pretty fanatic too. So yeah, those are both my, you know, biggest ones. I don't know. I don't know. They're both great fan base.
Well, I'm always curious, people I'm talking to, what are you watching? What have you seen that you would consider awards worthy recently?
Well, I don't okay, so we just finished The Penguin, which we loved. It was so good. And I just can't believe that Colin Farrell went through all that to not you can't even tell it's him. But hey, it's really incredible. And is it Christina?
Yeah, Kristen.
Oh, it's Kristen. Yeah, she's insane. She's so good. I don't know. We love that show. What else are we watching? Shrinking, so good. Also, Wendy Malick, Babe Time. Yeah, we're chugging through some stuff. We love to watch those shows. We went back and watched Detroiters. Have you seen that show?
I've seen a little bit. Yeah, it's fun.
We're so late on it because we watched, so I think you should leave. Anyway, love those dudes. Yeah.
Well, aside from Night Court, what else is next for you?
I'm jumping on a little indie movie in January, and that's kind of what's in the books for right now, but nothing crazy. Yeah, we'll see.
Awesome. Well, hopefully some news about Party Down sometime in the next 10 years and more Night Court in the
Yeah,
meantime.
that'd
So
be
thanks so
nice.
much, Bryce.
Right
Ryan,
on,
really
dude.
nice to
Thanks,
meet
Abe.
you.
Appreciate it, man.